Yeah, let's put aside the technique for a second. Her voice, her tone is amazing. The fact that we're here, the fact that we have to slow it down to like the quarter speed is hilarious, right? To even understand, even with the visualization, even with that piano there, that's what we need. And it's so funny. Let's bring that piano up a little bit. Okay, there we go. No one needs to see my stupid face. Let's see that piano. Whoa, she even gets an accidental in there, which means it's not strictly in the scale of the key that she initially started. So really, this run is actually very, very respectful of the harmony that she is singing above. What the fuck? That's a lot of notes very quickly. That's very, very many notes in a short period of time, and also musically intelligent. And I'm gonna go cry in a corner and throw out my voice box. It's not the correct term for that, by the way. I love that crack. I love that crack. She does this a lot, and I love it. So when she goes from the E flat to the D, I think it's E flat to D. We just have to hit that one. Yeah, okay. So the transition from E to D, whatever the chord is here, I think that the E in this key is what's called a tendency tone. Let's try to get it exact here. Yeah. Okay. I think it's a suspension. I would need to look at the either the sheet music or the lead sheet, but it's cool. It's very intelligent. It's a passing tone, I think. I don't know. So that's pentatonic. If you've ever listened to, like, you know, blues, that's very much what that is. It's been an eternity since I've played guitar, but this is the basic idea of it. That's kind of like a pentatonic scale. Let's see. See that? See that? That's called music, folks. Lovely. Yo, props to actually having like that organ on the left side of the mix. Oh, damn. Yo, you know it's a Mariah video, and the piano that's on the screen isn't fucking big enough. You know, like this is 3 octaves here. This is 3 octaves is, if you're good at what you do, 3 octaves is pretty good. There are a lot of people who don't have beyond 3 octaves who are professionals who kill it in other domains, but you can't say Mariah doesn't kill it. And shit, let's get a fucking. We need to invent a new piano. We need to invent a new piano that's big enough for Mariah Carey, because, oh my goodness, ridiculous. That's absurd. That's completely ridiculous. I love that. Hold on, we're gonna see it here. That is so cool. So it's a glottal. So she stops her phonation temporarily. That. So it's a glottal, and then she brings an aspirate, which is a glorified way of saying H. That's an aspirate. So she stops the folds from oscillating. She stops singing for a second, and then brings in an aspirate. And the way that an aspirate works, well, there are a couple of ways, but let's get into what happened there, what happened here, right now. Okay, we're going to talk about aspirates real quick. So that's an aspirate gradual. I'm using like a little bit of air, right? You can see that there's a little bit, but then the waveform is like triangle, right? It's a gradual adducting of the vocal folds, whereas that's a glottal. That's my folds are closed, and then immediately I add I go from this to this. So you can combine those two. That's an aspirate abrupt, and that is what Mariah is doing. Right here, so she does it. The reason why this is really cool is because when you heard it when I would do where there would be like an emphasis on the note, right? The what engineers would call like the attack, right? There's attack, sustain, decay. When you do like an abrupt, the attack is very noticeable, and so it's like having a note that you really press, and that defines the run. That makes it so that it's not a bunch of mush, and so that there's musical emphasis where it goes, and it's really, really dope. See? Isn't that fun? That's so... So when she was doing the that's a glottal right there at the end there. There we go. That because you know it's a glottal because there's no beforehand, right? So she uses an aspirate abrupt. She uses a glottal. It's I mean, she got tricks, y'all. She got tricks. It ain't for rabbits. How old am I with that reference? I hope people get it. Got some glitch hop going or something? I'm gonna need to perform like CPR on my my computer real quick. This is what I'm doing right now, but you can't see it, but I'm doing this right now. Which actually might sound a little inappropriate, right? So this is more of like a traditional like it's interesting. I hear a lot of blues in this. So kind of like an organ you would get in like kind of more classic rock, which of course classic rock is very, very blues heavy. So this is, I think it's cool. You know, it's just something that I see my piano friends do, but you know, she's doing it with her voice. That's right. If you stay to the end, you're the real MVP. Go subscribe to the Queen of Lambley because they put way more work into this than I did. Let's speed it up. Okay, so we got someone who's trying to do Golden Hour, and let's take a listen. There's a lot of tension involved, and so I think we can find a way to fix this.
To see you shine.
Okay, so that is just simply put, that's too much air. That's what people would call pushing, but let's try to qualify what that is exactly. This is an exercise I really like to do because it's a great visual. You need a straw. This happens to be smaller than a coffee stirrer. This is if you're really fucking good, or just want to be a dick and tell people you're really good so that you can feel good about yourself. But anyway, this is a straw, and this is iced tea. Not the musician, just iced black. It's iced black tea. Anyway, the idea here is you sing through the straw, which by itself is a really good exercise, but when you put it in water, it helps even more, and you get the visualization. So if I'm doing this, right? I'm like really pushing it. But if I lighten it up, I can see less bubbles. So it really is a visualization of your dynamic range. And the best part about it probably is that a lot of times people who push, it sounds better in their head than it does outside. So what this kind of an exercise does is you cannot listen to yourself, which allows you to focus on how you physically feel. And because singing is an athletic pursuit, that really helps. Anyway, thank you for your member contribution. Be doing more of these. Consider joining. Because I'm a tactless motherfucker who wants money. You know. Oh, God. I wasn't supposed to say that out loud.